Hey guys, it's me the American, and today we have the Marine Raider Bowie SP10 from Ontario, a large Bowie style blade for the most hardcore, tactical, and survivalist on the planet. The SP10 features 10 inches of 1095 carbon steel, a taper grind edge, unsharpened swedge, encapsulated full tang, and my favorite part, made in the US of A. The thickness of the blade is around 0.25 inches, and for our metric fins out there, it's around 6.5 millimeters. Up first, we have the sharpness test. How sharp is the SP10 from the factory? Ontario, they come out with some pretty sharp stuff. Safety first, my friends. You do not want a paper cut in the eye. It would be a very bad way to start 2017. It's very windy out here, not really helping much. But the blade is actually very sharp. Even though the blade is 0.25 inches thick, it can easily slice off pieces of paper. To start off phase one, why don't we try making tinder for the fire? Now, I couldn't find my old tinder stick. That thing was used and abused, and you know, over the month that passed by, it just disappeared. Aliens must have took it. I'll tell you what, I found a Texas-sized tinder stick right here. Let's try it out. And as always, safety first, my friends. Try a pushing motion. Wow. Check this out. It's razor sharp, and I'll tell you what, that's some pretty good shaving right there. Very impressed. Now the SP10 features a 10-inch Bowie style blade, but does it necessarily make it a good chopper? Now remember, friends, safety first, my friends. I'll be striking here. Get to the chopper! Well, I'll say this thing is very excellent at what it does, and that is definitely called chopping. This blade, the thickness was really intense. A lot of power behind each stroke, so it's pretty effective. Now the SP10 features a clip point. The thickness actually tapers down to that point, so let's see how strong that point actually is. Now remember, safety first, my friends, and definitely don't try this one at home. You could damage your blade. I'll be striking here. One. Two. Let's try this way. Three. Oh, that was almost cheating. It went in the same hole. 4. And 5. I'll tell you what, that tip held up very well. No deformation whatsoever. I give the Ontario SP10 A+ for phase 1. Definitely a powerhouse. And look at those penetration marks. That tip held up very well. The tip itself was penetrating about 1 inch down, and it suffered no fractures, no breaks. The edge looks very great. A little bit battered on the finish, and I will say the finish is actually holding up very well for what it is. Well, let's go ahead and head on to phase 2. The Marine Raider Bowie seems to be built like a tank. I mean, so far I've dealt a little bit of punishment, and it has just plowed straight through. Marine proof, really. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and start off phase 2 with the edge retention test. I'll be striking the edge on this concrete cinder block down here. And after that, I will mark where I hit on the blade and cut into this line and see how easy or how difficult it is to cut it in half. Now remember, my friends, safety first, and definitely do not try this one at home. I'm a trained Mayor Fuglycool professional. Be striking here. Struck there. A very clean cut. I like what I see, and it passed this test with ease. Now I struck the blade here, right here along this edge, on that heavyweight concrete block. I don't see any type of damage whatsoever. Very, very tiny chips on the edge, but it's held up very well. On to the next test. Next up, we have the brick test, a very controversial test on my channel. A lot of knives that are very poorly built fail this test. To some internet watchers out there, I'm the potty pooper, and to others, I am hero of the knife world when it comes to this test. If the knife is weak, if the metal is weak, has issues, any type of fractures in the steel, the knife will break. So remember, safety first, my friends, and definitely do not try this one at home. And I'll tell you what, when that brick apocalypse of 2142 comes along, you're going to be taking a look at my videos a little bit more seriously. I'll be striking the brick with the spine of the blade. Wow, instant. I'll tell you what, that was very quick. Only a couple of hits, and that brick was KO'd. Those Bowie bricks are pitiful. They're useless. Get them out of here. Just get them out. Get them out of here. That's right. And I'll tell you what, prepare for trouble and make it double. Mayor Fuglycool is here to protect you from horrible quality knives. And as always, don't try this at home. That's my job. I'll tell you what, safety first, my friends. SP10, unstoppable. Well, the scorecard for phase 2 is definitely an A+. Grip held just fine, spine is intact, everything is in order, and I'll tell you what, it just feels like a total brute. This thing can definitely take the toughest task on to phase 3. Phase 2 was a blast. The SP10, super tough. Let's move on to the final phase, phase 3. We'll start with the penetration test. Penetrating the tip of this knife blade into a GI 50 cal ammo can. Pretty tough steel. Let's see how it does. Now remember, safety first, my friends. Do not try this one at home. I am the penetration specialist here. Hasta la vista, baby. Wow. I'll tell you what, it did very well. Huge, gigantic holes were cut open in this very easily. that clip point is a very good performer at penetrating. Well, after the tip test, it seems that the tip is not grabbing on my finger anymore. It is not as razor sharp as it used to be, but it is still quite pointy. Off to the next test. This blade is pretty thick, but can it handle the mare's weight? I'll be hammering this tip into this 4x6 right here, and I'll be standing on top of it. Let's see if it can take the shocks from the hammer, because the hammer will be impacting a shock on the blade itself. Any type of fractures or flaws will definitely come out during this test. Remember, safety first, and definitely don't try this at home. You could cut your shoe or something. I went in about an inch. Let's see how it holds up. As straight as an arrow. Now this does have a fitting name, the Marine Raider Bowie. And if you join the Marines, you go through boot camp. What's in boot camp? A lot of pull-ups. Tons and tons and tons of pull-ups. Tell you what, extremely dangerous tests. We will see if this Marine Raider Bowie knife can withstand the Mayor Fuglycool's weight during pull-ups. Safety first, my friends. Thick gloves, nice eye shield here. And I'll tell you what, definitely do not try this at home. One pull-up, 2 pull-ups, 3 pull-ups, 4 pull-ups, and a little bit of adjustment for the 5th Mayor Fuglycool pull-up. Alright guys and gals, well, there you have it. The Marine Raider Bowie SP10 from Ontario has passed the Mayor Fuglycool test with flying colors. Excellent blade for the money. $10.95. It's not a super steel, but I'll tell you what, it's a very great performer. Thanks to Ontario, and this is definitely Mayor approved. And this is Texas approved on top of that. Bowie would be proud. A lot of heft, a lot of weight, flows well in the hand, and is a great add-on to your Ontario collection. Now, if you like these videos, thumbs up my videos. Say, Mayor Fuglycool, we love your videos. We want you to test this Foley knife next, or this fixed blade next, SOG, anything, any type of brand, you name it. Leave me a comment in the comment box below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to see. If you don't like my videos, you can thumbs down my videos. Mayor Fuglycool, man, you beat up knives, and you should do reviews by putting them in glass cases. Well, tell you what, you can also dislike my video. You can leave me a comment. Tell me why you didn't like this video. I'll review it, and if it's constructive criticism, I will definitely keep it in mind. Now remember, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Every time you subscribe to the Mayor Fuglycool channel, you'll see my crazy Mayor Fuglycool face directly to your TV, smartphone, tablet, computer, anything that has internet access. You'll see Mayor Fuglycool's sh-sh-sha action straight to you. Now remember, I'm a trained Mayor Fuglycool specialist. Do not replicate these tests. Extremely dangerous. And I test this stuff right here, so you don't have to. And I really hope y'all guys pick one up soon. Extremely great for the price. Now, as always, that's the Mayor. Thanks for watching.